So I'm David Reby. I'm a professor of ethology in the School of Psychology at the University of Sussex. I study vocal communication in animals and humans, and I'm particularly interested in the evolution of the vocal apparatus in animals and how they use their voice to communicate cues during social interactions. Koalas are very interesting because they're quite small animals. But they produce very, very low-pitched vocalizations, and one of my colleagues, Ben Charlton, and I, studied the anatomy and the production of these calls in koalas, and what we found is that they do not use the larynx to produce these vocalizations. The larynx is quite tiny, and when they produce vocalizations with the larynx, they're very high-pitched vocalizations. But what we discovered is that when they actually have their velum, which is the soft palate, the part of the ceiling of the oral cavity that is not ossified, and which is involved in snoring actually. This has become specialized in the koala, so that when they lower the larynx, it tenses the velum, and the velum has evolved two lips, which are very much like a secondary set of vocal folds. And because these are much thicker and longer than the koala's vocal folds, it allows them to produce these extremely low pitch bellows that, if you played a koala bellow to someone and asked them, what do you think the size of this animal is, they would probably, say a pretty big mammal, when actually it's, just a few kilos. So I think that, they may not be the only species to have evolved, a secondary source of voicing.